Will America or NATO deploy their troops or give air support to Taiwan? And Taiwan also reported 9 Chinese fighter jets in the zone. Is World War III coming? And Herschel says, looking at Russia acquiring Ukraine so easily, isn't it going to motivate big countries like China to acquire neighboring inferior countries because America now looks like a spectator? Will this ignite World War III? Are we witnessing something that may lead to the Third World War? Okay, so here's how it goes. History teaches us that when an existing hegemonic superpower is threatened by a new rising power in a geographical sphere of its influence, then war is inevitable. So, when you have an established superpower which is threatened by a new rising power, let's say China, then once that new rising power rises beyond a certain point, and when the established power declines beyond a certain point, war is inevitable. So this is called the Thucydides trap. I have spoken about this before. The Greek historian Thucydides remarked about this during the course of the Peloponnesian War, which happened 2,500 years before today. So the Americans and the Chinese may be hurtling towards a Thucydides trap scenario. You will not see the beginning of the Third World War in Europe, but you may see the beginning of the Third World War happening in the Indo Pacific, most likely in Taiwan. If the Chinese make a move on Taiwan, the Americans will have to intervene militarily. And once the firing and the shooting starts, anything is possible. So if the Third World War will happen, it will happen in the Indo Pacific, most likely in the Taiwan region, and that could lead to the Third World War. So most see, the thing is, nobody wants a war. The Chinese have a lot to lose. They will lose all the economic progress they have built up over the decades. The Americans will lose whatever they have. Nobody wants a war. But once you take the first step of firing the first bullet, anything can happen. So the place where from which the Third World War could erupt is the Indo-Pacific, the Taiwan region. So it is a possibility. I would not say the probability is zero. There is a small probability that it could happen in the Indo-Pacific region, in Taiwan. Maybe in this decade, it could happen. Who knows? Let's see. I hope it doesn't happen. War is terrible. War, when you are watching war on YouTube or TV, it looks like it looks like watching a movie, but it's not fun. It's a terrible thing. It's tragic. It causes the loss of lives and all. War is bad, but the history of the human species is a history of war, unfortunately. So yes, a third world war could happen. I hope it doesn't happen. But if, like I said earlier, if somebody messes up, it may happen in the Indo-Pacific region.